Hey guys, welcome back. PG Minington here with episode 6 of our Let's Get Technical Let's Play Season 2. So this episode, we plan on getting a lot of things done. Now you will notice that I do have 6 paint cans on me, and I actually decided that I'm going to make all of the paint cans on screen just for the reason that, most people probably won't believe me that I spent time to make it, so I went ahead and grabbed everything that I needed, and I went out and grabbed a crap ton of flowers. I think I have 51 of the normal flowers, which makes dandelion dye, I believe. And as you see, I actually have, let's take out this dirt and let's throw in these paint cans. And I believe I have, 29 flax seeds, which should give us just about enough or way more than we need for us to do what we need to do. Let's go ahead and grab our cultivated drone. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I have done with the bees here later, but also I made I didn't make it, Warhawk actually made a enchantment table for us, and we actually figured out that rubber bars will act in place of rubber. And is there anything else that we accomplished? Oh, actually, we found a bees villager, and he would trade, I think, 1 emerald for proven frames, so I did that and got quite a few. And let's see, I believe that's everything. I will show you bee breeding here in a second, but what I would like to get going with is actually, let's get rid of this. We are going to get going with paint. So paint's going to let us sort into things, and we are definitely going to have to make some of these painters later, but I should be able to do that rather easily once we get a lot of string. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to make, let's say, what is that one? Let's make gray paint, I believe. Yeah, let's do this one. And what we should be able to do is actually, you know what, we don't have that. Let's take our, let's see, light gray dye, and we should be able to go ba-boom. And now all I have to do is throw that in there, and as you see, we made ourselves a light gray paint bucket. So now the next thing we need to do is probably go ahead and do a red paint. And as you see, we actually got 2 paint buckets out of that because we did have 2 red dye. No big deal. Now what we should do next is actually going to be yellow. And yellow should only give us, okay, 3 paint buckets. I believe that might be all of our buckets, but it should be just enough for us to go ahead and get started, which is what I really wanted to do. And I think I actually have iron up in here. Let's go ahead and grab this. And now all I have to do is grab a little bit of wool, so we might have to go on a hunting escapade for those. Let's see. I have 1 piece of wool, but that's not going to be enough, I do not believe. Is that a second? There is 2. And 1 more should be able to do us pretty good. I can't seem to find any, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some shears and get some sheep. So I will see you guys in a sec. Alrighty, guys, so I think we solved our little sheep problem. I went off, and I'm like, you know what? I have this wheat on me, and as I'm shearing these guys, I might as well not only breed them, but also bring them back home, and that is exactly what I did. Now, my plan is actually bring them inside my house, I believe, if I can get them in the door, which is the plan. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can get all of you guys in here. Okay, there's 1. Let's go ahead and try to get the rest in. Let's see, do you not want to go in? Alright, you don't want to go in, so what we are going to do is break down our door, and, oh god, don't kill the baby one. Alright, so we're going to break in through here, and that door did not break, which was my plan. And we are going to get all of you back on our side, and we're just going to walk them inside. And I should be able to block that off, and we should be able to have a bunch of sheep. So let's see. I'm actually going to make some fences here in a second, but I did actually get about 29 wool, which is actually great. And that baby sheep does not want to cooperate. Let's see. Alright, so I believe we have a bunch. Hey, no, come back. What is the baby sheep doing? I don't know what that one's doing, but let's try and get everyone that we can in here. Please don't lag. Come here, don't lag. Nope. Alright, so that should be everyone. I should be able to patch up everything now. And there is a baby sheep. Alright, come in, go ahead. I don't even have any wheat, but alright. And everything should be able to, let's see, is everything in? Alright, so I don't think anyone else can get out other than that one that did get out, which is a nuisance. Let's see, let's push you back in. And now we have a ton of sheep. Let's see, let's go in with that sheep, and dang it. Alright, this sheep does not want to cooperate, does it? Come on, go in. Okay, you know what? You can stay out, sheep. I don't care. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Alright, so these sheep are now good, and can we breed these two? There we go. Alright, so that is great. Now we have a few sheep in our house, and we are going to go ahead and start our breeding because it's going to be a pain in the butt if we don't do it right now. So let's see, we have great wood log. I don't really want to use that at the moment. You know what, can we use rubber wood? Because if I could use rubber wood, I would easily do that because rubber wood's very easy to get. And yeah, as a matter of fact, it is, so that is great. Let's see, let's grab some of these, and let's see. Somehow, I believe Warhawk got another apiary, so we are going to go ahead and grab that for the time being. And let's go ahead and throw all of our flowers in there, and that is great. So now I believe we have all of the stuff that we need to actually make our things, and I will actually make the sheep pen later. Not right now, I don't think. Let's see. I think this is how you make a fence. No, it is not. Maybe it's out of sticks. I don't even know. But what we're going to do now is actually, let's see, where is our iron? Alright, so we are going to make a few of our paintbrushes, which should be no big deal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this should be, oh crap, I don't think it goes like that. It's only like that, and there we go. We have ourselves 5 paintbrushes. Now, the bad thing about these paintbrushes is they are not stackable for an obvious reason that they are all different colors, but no big deal. All we are going to do now is find the rest of our paint, which is here, here, and we're going to grab 1 red, so that is great. Now, what we're going to do is take our paint buckets and place them next to a painter, and did we not do this properly? Let's see. Maybe I needed paintbrushes. Let's see here. Either way, I think they both use wool, so it is going to be no big deal to make these. Yeah, so it's just as easy, and I currently only can make 4 because I don't know why I made those painters. I believe those painters can be used for something else, though, so we needed all of that anyways, so no big deal. Nothing has gone to waste. There we go. Now we have our paintbrushes, and I actually forgot which one we needed, so that's why I made both, but no big deal, and we just messed up again. I did not mean to shift click, oh well. Let's go ahead, and we will once again use all of those, no big deal. And let's see, how much wool do we have now? Because it seems that we lost a lot of that. I really don't want to have to cut again, but I don't think I can shear these sheep, can we? Let's see. Nope. Alright, so here is what I'm going to do. We're just going to grab this sheep and hope it gave us... Alright, sweet. So we can go ahead and get started with our sorting system. And there is actually a lava bucket under there because Warhawk decided to start some Thaumcraft in my house, and I don't know, I really don't want to take everyone else's work on my Let's Play series just because I feel like you guys are going to be missing out if I do that, so we're not going to do that. But what I am going to do is take ourselves a couple more sticks, and I am going to make a few more paintbrushes. So now that we have these paintbrushes, I should be able to do what we did, but not shift click. I'm used to shift clicking, but let's go ahead and grab black and blue, and then we are going to grab brown, and you guys will see what this is going to do for us here in a sec. Let's go ahead and grab these light, and let's grab yellow, and why did I do that? Alright, so that is all of the colors we can currently get, just because we don't have enough paintbrushes, but let's go ahead and grab... Let's see, let's grab a red paintbrush, and now what we have to do is just put everything down into our hotbar. Let's take all of these brushes, and we should be good now. Let's see, how many do we have? I believe we have about 5 colors, and as you will see, this only will hold 3 colors, so that is great. And also, we ran into a Thaumcraft villager, and he had this in his house, so I will go ahead and get, or not Thaumcraft, but a Mistcraft villager, and he had that in his house, so we'll be able to get in that later, but right now, we are going to maintain what we are doing. We really need to find our pneumatic tubes, which should be somewhere near. Otherwise, they may have been stolen or something else, and we will have to find them later. So let's go ahead and see if they are down here, which I'm really hoping we'll be able to fix, and we'll know where everything is here shortly. And here we go. So pneumatic tubes are for red power, in case you did not know. And red power is basically going to allow us to sort everything. Let's see. We got a good amount of stuff. We got some wheat. We got some chicken, I believe. I don't know where I put the chicken, though. Oh, I cooked it all. That's what it is. And I got a bunch of feathers, which is great. And we also have this 30 apiary now, which is also nice. Hopefully Warhawk doesn't mind all that much. I believe, yeah, there's a lava block right there, which needs to be covered right back up. And where I'm really thinking that we're going to begin doing storage is upstairs. So let's grab all of the wood that we can, if we can find any. I believe we have a bunch of rubber wood somewhere. It may be upstairs, and let's see, great wood logs. Let's see, what did they turn into? Yeah, they don't turn into anything, and I believe we may need them for something later. So what we're gonna do is head on upstairs, and let's see. we should have a good amount of this kind of wood, and this wood you can actually cook and turn into rubber, I believe. But for our sake today, we are not going to do that because I don't want to run out in the rain, especially to go grab wood for making chests, because that would mean I'd have to cut again, and I don't really like that. I love the flow of being able to just be like, hey, what's up, guys? I don't have to cut, but it's awesome. So yeah, that is actually great. I really like that. And what we are going to do is head on up to here, and I'm really thinking that we're going to do our sorting system over here, and what we are going to do actually is place it a little bit away from the wall. Now, the reason we're going to place it a little bit away from the wall is, actually, let's see, how can we do this? Alright, so we're going to have to allow room for our, logistics pipes as well as our red power tubes. And so what we're going to have down below us is actually going to be the red power tubes, and out of the front, I believe, is where we should be able to place our logistics pipes. So that would be great if we place it one away from the wall, I believe, because actually, you know what? We can place our logistics pipes in the back, and that will be able to be covered up, so that will be great. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, but for now, let's go ahead and get started with this. What we're going to do now is probably make this, let's see, where can we do this? I'm going to say right here is where we're going to make our entry chest. So let's go ahead and take this chest up. And you know what? We should actually take a few chests up. And after we get that done... Ah, crap. I just broke a piece of stone. No big deal. We should be able to cook that very, very quickly. For now, we're just going to place a piece of jungle wood there. Because obviously jungle wood is... Ooh, that actually looks nice. I couldn't make this floor wood. Alright. So now that we have our two chests, what I'm thinking we are going to do is place a chest about here. And what this chest is going to be is our entry chest, and we should be able to sort using that one. So what I'm now going to do is remove, let's see, should I do this? Let's go ahead and break a block right here, and as you see, that is our sorting chest right there. So what I'm actually going to do now is break this, and now as you see, you don't need anything to break that, and we are also going to go ahead and click there. Now you can't really tell what is what on that right now, and that will be a problem for us shortly, but we aren't going to worry about it right now. Now, as you see, I am able to break the solar panel with no problem at all, as well as this battery box. Now, one thing you would like to note about this battery box is it actually, in the metadata, will actually remember what your count is. So that is really great about these things, and I really like that about them. Now, as you see, I did place our battery box right next to the sorting machine. Now, otherwise, you're not going to be able to get power to it unless you use some blue alloy wiring, which is going to involve a little bit of Nikolite and a little bit of silver. So I'm thinking we might as well just place it right there, and it's going to be a little bit more compact if we do so. So what we're going to do now is place that right there, and we should be able to cover this hole up now. So that actually looks great. You're unable to tell that the battery box is there, and I don't like the rain, but I'm not going to toggle it off just because that is cheating. And let's see, I did actually do it in the stream, though, quite often, actually, because I did have people on the server, and their computers were unable to handle the rain. I know it's kind of ironic that Warhawk and Frodo are both YouTubers, and they couldn't get it to run. Or actually, I think Frodo could, but Warhawk couldn't. But, yeah. Anyways, that's kind of funny. But anyways, let's go ahead and figure out if there's any holes for those guys to jump out. I think they could get out right there, but that's no big deal. What we should be able to do is go ba-boom. And now we have ourselves a lot of chicken, actually, which is great because when I was going out, I was making sure that I was able to find some feathers for our arrows, and that is why I have all of this. So now that we have that right there, what I would really like to do is take our pickaxe. Let's see, where are we? And what we're going to do is run a pneumatic tube feed straight through here. Let's go ahead and place one there. And what I'm going to do is go over one, and we need a panel if I do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and break this tube and ensure this is not run into the battery box because you will have issues if you're placing into the bottom of the battery box. And now what we're going to do is actually, let's make sure we don't run into any water, but if we don't, we should be free. Let's see, is that going to be, yeah, that's going to be water. Just go ahead and take a piece of dirt, and all we're going to do is go over one more, and we should easily be able to bypass that water, and we should be able to go back far enough where we should be able to do what we need to. So let's go ahead and say here, but what we're going to do is, you know what, we can break this, and we can make it look better later, but for now what I'm going to do is break all of this, and we're actually going to grab a shovel for this, because I don't want to use the wrong tool. As you see, I made a diamond sword, actually, to attack Warhawk with, because he was being a nuisance, Warhawk, in case you're listening. Let's see. We have some arrows, which is great. I really like the bow. I've never really used the bow, but I do like it a lot. And let's make a sapphire. Let's see. A shovel only takes 1. That's why I only grabbed 2. So let's see. And now we have ourselves a shovel. I really love the fact that I can turn these sapphires and stuff into things of use, which is great. And we could actually go to sleep to fix our problem. I just thought about that, but we are not going to do that because I'd like to get this stuff done. Now, the great thing about the area that I made is actually you will see that I made a few torches areas in this, which is going to allow us, as we dig back behind this, we are going to have a little bit of light, which is most definitely nice, and we're actually going to want to dig back one further, and as you will see, it's going to allow us to have a little bit of a lit cave, and it's going to look rather nice, as you will see as we continue, and here we go. So now at the moment, we should be able to dig straight up, and we should end up straight behind our chest, I am believing. Let's see, our chests are, yeah, so this is planned out perfect, and there's actually some copper right there, but at the moment, we are not going to grab it. So now what we're going to do is cut over our pneumatic tubes, and you know what, we could, let's see, now I don't want to do that. We'll just be able to widen this on our way back, but let's go ahead and feed our pneumatic tubes. We're going to go down right there to get past that. Alright, so what we're going to do is go boom, and we should be able to pass under that torch, no big deal. And we are going to apparently hear an Enderman teleport 500 times. And now what we should be able to do is dig straight up here. And our chest should begin right here. So that is great. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and feed this straight up. Now, as you see, that does connect right behind that chest, which is great. We're going to try and do that with all of these. So let's go ahead and dig down, and we should be able to feed this now on over. So the great thing about these pipes are they are very, very simple to use if you know what you're doing. And let's see, let's grab a piece of cobble and place it here. And now I will actually change this much later once we have enough resources to do so, and I'll make these all iron chests and upgrade to diamond and so forth, which will be great because if you don't know, they are a lot more compact and they hold a lot more than just a normal vanilla chest. That is double. So let's go ahead and go all the way up. Now you're going, alright, so how are you going to control where these items go? Well, what I'm going to do is apply paint to the pipes connecting directly into the chest. So I'm thinking that the first one is going to be, I believe blue is one of the first colors, so let's go ahead and do this one. So as you see, let's take our blue paintbrush in hand, and let's right-click on the pipe leading directly into the chest. So that is going to tell these things, hey, if you are labeled blue, you're going to go into this chest here. Now what we're going to do is take our red paintbrush and paint it here, and let's go ahead and do, let's say black, just because black is an easy color to find in the sorting machine. Alright, so now what we're going to do is actually head down here, and what we should be able to do is set this bad boy to what it needs to be. So let's go ahead and find red within here. Now I am left clicking, but you can right click to go backwards, and it just turns out that I have a threat detected. I don't even know what that was. Sorry about that. But as you see, I have the red right here, and the red matches his paintbrush. So that is great. Now we can tell everything that needs to go to the very first chest where to go. Let's see and make sure which chest we are sending to. So I'm thinking the far left chest should actually be our iron and things like that, but let's see. It is blue, so what we're going to do is head on down here and set the first one to be blue. Now you can do this in any order you'd like, but I am going to do it like this. So let's go ahead and say green sapphire here, silver ingot here, and let's say, I don't see anything else in here that I need. Let's say sapphire and iron ore, tungsten ore, and you'd really want to put all of your ores together. I'm assuming that's how I mostly do it, but you can do it different if you would like. You can actually set this to whatever you need it to be, but for now, I'm going to set it up how I'm setting it up. Let's also set diamonds and brass. And is there anything else? There is a few more things. Let's see, iron, refined iron, tin also needs to go in there. And now you're going, alright, so I ran out of space in this one row. Well, no big deal. All you have to do now is actually add it to a different row. All we have to do is shift-click and place it in there. We already have silver, which is nice because it actually told us that. Let's place our refined iron as well as our tin. And I believe we should be able to do a dry run now. So let's see. Do we have iron in here? I believe we should have everything that we need in here. And I will actually go ahead and switch it to the mode that we need. Now, we need this mode for it to constantly pull, and we also need it for or need for it to be this mode. Now, this mode is going to allow us to have a chest that is going to be colored if we don't have something in the system that we have nothing to do with. Now, that is a great way to debug things, but if you really don't have to debug and you know you have everything working 100% right, you don't have to include one of those chests. But our debug color is actually going to be black, so let's run back down here, and let's go ahead and tell that it's going to be black. So let's say black is going to be right here, and you will see what I mean by debug here in a second. So as you see, the settings that I do have it set on is the little rotational one, and this one, which is going to enable the default route sort of way. So what we're going to do now is head on upstairs and place our items in this chest. Now, we do need to break this, and I will probably put half slabs there so that it will open, but now all we have to do is say boom, boom, boom. And is there anything else we need to do? Oh, yes, we actually need to go ahead and rotate our sorting machine so that it is facing properly. Otherwise, it's not going to know how to pull. I believe you need the face, which actually has the... I don't exactly remember. We'll have to figure that out. I don't know what it is in this texture pack is why I don't really know what I'm doing, but we should be able to fix that here shortly once we are able to figure it out. Let's grab an iron ingot. Now, I know I made one of these already, but this is for red power, and it is called the screwdriver. And basically what you want to do is we want the face that has the... It's like a large opening opposed to a small opening, and that's the way that you want it to face. So let's go ahead, and as you see, it should do it now, and there we go. So as you see, the large opening is actually the way that you want your things to be facing. Now, we should be able to watch that go down, and they were all actually colored blue. So let's go ahead and run up here and hope that we can beat the items, and as you will see, they will begin to flow up and head directly into this blue colored pipe. So that is great. We actually got silver ingots in here, and I don't know where the rest of the stuff went. Let's see. It actually went in here because we don't have brass or iron in our sorting machine yet. So let's go ahead and head back down, and we should be able to add brass and iron, which is going to be great, and that is a great way to be able to debug things. As you saw, it actually went straight into the chest where it did not know to go, and it went straight to the black chest. So that is great. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else we need, and we should be able to begin sorting things just like this. Now, you can actually grab more than one sorting machine, and you can add it onto the chest that you're sorting out of, and that is actually very easy. But also what you can do is say default route somewhere down the line, and then you can have another sorting machine and pull out of that chest as well, which is actually a great way to do some chained things. So that is awesome. Let's go ahead and check to see if we have anything else we need to do. Let's take iron as well as tungsten, and cinnabar is not really an ore that we're going to be worrying about all that soon. So let's go ahead and place our iron dust, our sapphires, our green sapphires, and everything into that chest, and as you will see, it is actually sorting out, and it is being colored properly. Let's go ahead and grab our brass, our iron, or fine iron, tin. Let's see, let's place all of these buckets in there, and I believe that should be good for that area there. Now, we may have to add things down the line, but as you see, it's rather simple to do so, so that is great. Let's go ahead and add blue alloy ingots from red power directly into the slot. And you don't want to use more than one because it does actually waste your item when you do so, and it doesn't actually go. So that's a big, or it's not really a big factor, but if you were using like red matter or whatever from 1.2.5, it would be a little bit of a big deal. So you want to keep in mind that you don't want to waste your items or whatever, so don't do that. I would recommend it. So let's say blue alloy, let's say tin, and what the heck just happened? I have no idea what's happened. Yeah, so it just had a little glitch right there, and I believe if we don't actually do, let's see, can we do not this mode? I believe we should be able to pull out full stacks if we do a different mode. There's got to be a, let's see, I think not that mode. I think that mode is actually full stacks. One of these modes I know for a fact is full stacks, which is great, and I think it's that one as a matter of fact, but you do have to provide a redstone signal, and we're not actually receiving items all that quickly at the moment, so that is no big deal. Let's go ahead and find our proper mode again, and there we go. So now, as you see, I believe our chest upstairs is sorted out, which is just great, and there you go. So that is how you actually begin sorting and stuff. So let's go ahead and add the rest of our stuff in here and see what it decides to do with it. Let's go ahead and grab this chest, and we should be able to, you know what we could do is add another row. Let's go ahead and do so, and I'm going to go ahead and say red is going to be for our junk type stuff, which is going to be rather easy to program because it is awesome. Let's grab our iron dust as well, and I'm thinking that black will actually end up being our bee stuff, but we'll just have to see, because I really do plan on having a bunch of bees, and I would like to go ahead and show off what I already have. I do have cultivated bees now, which is great because I got them rather early in the game, and they are going to lead us into much better things to come. And there is a creeper, and he is deciding to come after us. I don't know if we're going to be fast enough, but we're going to try this. Hey, bud. All right, we beat you. We beat you. Just go ahead and admit it. It's okay. It's okay. All right, we're going to aim for the forehead for the final kill shot. Boom, right in the forehead. What do you have? You have nothing. And actually, in the live stream that I'm going to be doing tonight, we are going to be getting our awesomeness that is going to be called, I don't know, a diamond pickaxe that is enchanted, or a diamond sword that is enchanted. And later on, we will actually be getting straight into some awesome stuff that is going to allow us to mine endlessly as long as we have energy. So that would be sweet. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. I'm so happy that we got sorting done, and that is great. Now our stuff's not going to be a mess anymore. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please do hit that like button down below. And if you have not done yet, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It means a lot to me. I would really like to hit 400 subscribers soon. And also, I'm doing live streams as often as I can. And in those live streams, you guys are able to join into my actual Let's Play single player world, which is great. I will include the IP in the live stream description. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been PG Mining 10, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.